the nest.
7 blocks. This guy is amazing.
Who is the Birdman?
Somebody asked me who was my favorite player on the team, and I say Birdman.
He's crazy, man.
Birdman is a rock star. Bird is the true definition of a rock star.
Once I get on that floor, I get everything I got. I think the fans really take that personally as I do.
I think there's maybe Birdman and there's Chris. Is that true? Or are they the same guy?
Well, you're talking to Chris now.
So if someone asked you, who is Birdman, what would you say?
You'd have to talk to him about that.
His popularity on the court comes despite some problems in the past. Starting in 2005, when Andersen was in his 5th year in the league, playing for the Hornets, it all started to unravel. He and his mother had a falling out over finances. His fiancée ended their engagement, and in August of that year, his house was severely damaged by Hurricane Katrina. During that period, friends say Andersen made poor choices off the court. Mark Bryant, Andersen's mentor and attorney, says he recalls signs of substance abuse.
There was a combination of alcohol and drugs that I think bit him. I think family's still hard for him, because I know it's hurting him. I know it's hurting him.
His coping methods caught up with him in January of 2006, when Andersen tested positive for a substance on the league's drugs of abuse list, which includes cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine. Abusing drugs on that list results in harsher penalties than marijuana violations, and Andersen was suspended for 2 years.
The darkest point was knowing that I had messed up that bad. As a child growing up, your dream is to be a professional athlete, and you just destroyed that.
He has refused to reveal the drugs he was using.
Why haven't you ever publicly stated what drugs you used that caused the suspension?
I don't know. It just...
Do you want to say it now?
No. Everybody always wants to know. Don't do drugs. Why does it got to be a specific drug?
Andersen spent 4 weeks in rehab, then moved in with his close friend Mark Bryant and his family in Denver, who helped keep him clean. Bryant says Andersen passed weekly drug tests for 2 years.
I wanted to be the one that said, I told you so. I didn't want to be in this other position where people were saying, I told you so.
Andersen was reinstated in March of 2008 and returned to the Hornets. A free agent in the offseason, he wanted to head to the place where he turned his life around and signed with the Nuggets.
I spent a day or two with him. He talked and was somewhat emotional in telling me his failures. I'm not an expert on rehab of drug situations, but I would have bet on Chris Andersen.
I have no desire to go back down that road. I did want her to come back and make a statement.
What statement did you want to make?
Look at me now.